Vailly Evans was a 15-year-old girl who was responsible, studious, and pleasant with others. A girl full of dreams to fulfill. She was very pretty, with long wavy dark hair and porcelain white skin. What was most striking about her appearance were her eyes. She had heterochromia, and her eyes were each a different color. Her right eye was a very dark brown, almost black, and her left eye was a very light blue, almost like a diamond. Everyone who saw her for the first time was amazed. Like every day, Vailly woke up in high spirits. She put on her school uniform, had breakfast, and headed towards the institute. Her friends were at the door waiting for her. Vailly was always attentive in class. She liked to help her classmates and cheer people up when she saw them sad. She was lovely. It was recess time and Vailly rejoined her friends. The new boy caught her eye. He always sat alone on a bench. She thought that maybe he was shy and had a hard time making friends, so she decided to approach him. "I'll come back soon. I'm going to talk to that boy," she said to her group of friends. "The new one? Seems a bit strange. I wouldn't go near him," said one of her friends. "I'm sure he's a good boy." Vailly walked over to the bench where the boy was sitting. "Hello," Vailly said with a sweet voice. The boy, startled, looked at her. Hello," he said shyly. "Excuse me for greeting you so suddenly. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Vailly, and you are?" "My name is David." "Delighted, David." Offered her hand to shake. "Delighted too, Vailly. It must be difficult to start in a new institute without knowing anyone, but I'm sure you'll soon adapt and make a lot of friends." The bell rang and the students began to go to class. "Well, recess is over. It's been a pleasure, David. We'll talk more another day. If you need help or anything, don't hesitate to let me know. I'm sure we'll be good friends." From that day on, Vailly always went to say hello to David at recess and to talk to him for a while. The boy wasn't very talkative. It was always Vailly who told him things and he stayed listening. After a long day of school, Vailly went to bed early. She was a deep sleeper and rarely woke up in the middle of the night. But that night, she woke up with the feeling that someone was watching her. She looked at the alarm clock, and it was about 3:33 in the morning. She got up and went to her window to look, but she didn't see anything strange. It must have been just a dream, she thought. She closed the curtains and returned to her bed, falling soundly asleep. The next day, Vailly went to greet David at the usual bench, where he used to sit, but he wasn't there. It was very strange. What could have happened to him? After leaving class, Vailly received a call. It was David. "Vailly, I don't feel very well." His voice sounded a bit tired. "What's happening to you?" she asked, worried. "Nothing, I'm just a little sick. Could you come see me and bring me my homework?" "Of course. What time should I go?" "Could you come tonight?" My parents don't let me go places at night, but I'll try it." Perfect." At 9, she got ready to go to David's house, wearing her gray striped sweater with a blue skirt. She grabbed her backpack and headed out to David's house. When she arrived, she knocked on the door. David opened it. He looked tired and the dark circles under his eyes were very noticeable. "Oh, you have a very bad face." "It is that, yes, I'm quite sick." He smiled weakly and invited her in. "Aren't your parents here?" she said as she looked around. "No, they're still at work." They both sat in the kitchen. David offered her juice. They began to chat, and as always, Vailly did the most talking and he kept looking her in the eye. Sometimes she wondered if he was really listening to her or just minding his own business. Vailly looked at the time. It was already 11. "Oh, how late it is. My parents are going to be angry with me. I have to go." She got up quickly, but David grabbed her arm, stopping her. "No, I don't want you to go." "But David, I can't stay. It's too late." "I said stay," he said, yelling. It's okay," she said with a trembling voice, sitting slowly back in the chair. "What's wrong? Don't you tell me anything anymore?" he said, looking straight into her eyes. "I don't know what to tell you. I want to go home. Well, you know I don't usually talk much, but I want to tell you something. Since that day you came to greet me and I saw your face, with that smile, with those eyes, especially your left eye, the light blue one, it's my favorite. I can't stop thinking about it. I always want to look at it. Yesterday I went to your house to look at you, but you woke up and closed the damn curtain and I couldn't see you anymore, and I needed to see that eye." Vailly didn't know what to say. She was so scared she started to cry. Suddenly she began to fall asleep little by little. David had put sleeping pills in her juice. After a while, she began to open her eyes slowly. Her vision was blurry and she felt the pressure of some ropes that kept her tied to a chair, and the insulating tape on her mouth that prevented her from speaking. It It took a while to see clearly. Now they were in David's room, who was on the bed. He had a shiny knife in his hands. "You woke up early. As I was telling you before, I need that eye. I want to have it." David caressed Vailly's cheek as tears fell. "Oh, come on, don't cry. Weren't we friends? You have to share." Vailly began to cry desperately. "I see you don't like the idea," he said with a horrible psycho smile as he stabbed the left eye of the young woman that he liked so much. Vailly writhed in pain and blood gushing out. David cupped the eye lovingly, untied the girl, and left her lying bleeding against the wall. He had what he wanted. "I'm going to sleep, Vailly. Good night. Thanks for your gift." He turned off the light and went to sleep, without any remorse for what he had done to an innocent young woman. David woke up around 3:30 in the morning. He thought he heard a whisper. He looked around. There was nothing. It would be his imagination. He tried to sleep again. He heard the whisper again, looked again, and saw a bright blue light in the darkness where Vailly was. He turned on the light and could see the young woman. The dark, empty socket where the beautiful blue eye used to be glowed. Vailly began to smile slowly in a grotesque way. Each time her smile got bigger and bigger, showing some misshapen, sharp fangs. David stared at her in total horror, and she, with her grotesque smile, with a cold and terrifying voice that chilled the blood, said, "I see you."
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it. And if you want to see more Draw My Life videos, subscribe to our channel. See you on the next episode.